Look, I think the discussion is bigger than Obaseki and disqualification. I think that historically, Edo State has always been a crucible of unfolding events in the broader Nigeria. If you go all the way back to the Civil War, even colonialism. I mean, the place of the Midwest. You go all the way back to the Benin Empire and expansion. It's a crucible. And so you want to look at this in the broader and deeper sense, beyond Obaseki, disqualification, or Shomole. You want to look at it in the context of Nigeria's democracy, particularly on June 12th, right? Quo vadis. And we have to ask ourselves how serious we are about building a really deep democracy that can serve the people. Inevitably, you have a political class. Some people like to call them a political elite. In my private moments, I call them the political entitled, okay? But it's a bigger deal than just an incumbent, effective, successful, popular governor being disqualified in a situation where the party could have opted for a consensus decision, to let him continue the great work he's doing, particularly in the context of the COVID emergency.
Mr. Odigie, this conversation as regards the screening, he kept alluding to injuries from Bielsa, What does that say of the structure of the process of screening of candidates?
Well, I'd like to know what criteria make for a good governor, okay? They may be screening for certificates and how a name is spelt and where T's are crossed and I's are dotted. I think the people on the street, if you look at the quality of citizenship, I, the citizen, we the people, what we care about is he going to deliver? Now, if the party isn't looking at character, what are they looking at? You've got somebody who has been qualified, who is of absolutely questionable character, quoting the chairman of the party from 2016. He gets through, and the guy who's done an amazing job, who is doing an amazing job. Look, in Edo State, in spite of COVID, which was ex-budget, it landed on everybody from out of the blue, from left field, right? He's paid salaries and pensions, not just paid them on time, but early, because Ramadan was coming to an end, okay? I mean, you're talking about a governor who has managed the state for resilience in spite of dropping income flows from the federal government, and we all know what the scenario is at the center, okay? And also in terms of internally generated revenue, which he had boosted because he controlled the Agbero politics. He managed to get that out of the way so that revenues that were due to government are actually flowing into government. Now you've got COVID. He stopped a lot of the taxes from the market women, from the transporters in the motor parks, et cetera, so that people can survive COVID, okay? In spite of this, this guy's paying salaries, paying pensions on time, okay? Drop in revenues. All capital projects ongoing to completion, right? Kids are going to school, not in school, but at home because he's got Edo Best. He brought back hundreds of illegal immigrants who were detained and stranded in various ports all over the Mediterranean. He brought them back and he's finding them jobs. I mean, I don't know what criteria matter to APC, but let me tell you, we the people, what matters to us, can he deliver? Has he delivered? Will he continue to deliver? What is happening here is a broken promise. What we heard in 2016 was, let the people lead. Well, hello, where are the people in this disqualification epic saga? Okay, this is more than Nollywood, because now we're not dealing with fiction, we're dealing with fact. What do the people get out of this shenanigans?
The short end of the stick.
One of the things that a lot of people have talked about is the process of recruitment, leadership recruitment. Now Mr. Boha has continued to talk about this internal screening of the party. They don't want that to come and haunt them at the end. Apparently, that kind of screening wasn't done before.
Homework.
So Bayelsa was an eye-opener for them. But going forward, what should be?
I think character, and for a sitting governor, definitely performance. Okay, I mean, I think performance is the best predictor of how a sitting governor is likely to continue. I think if we are to go by history in terms of performance, and if you look at the slate of people that you're qualifying, okay, you ought to be able to look back into the antecedents and say, what are they likely to do if they're given the opportunity and the key to the treasury, okay, from the perspective of the people. Look, you can reel off, I'm a lawyer, okay, I went to school with Rhodes Viver. You can reel off all kinds of bogeyman defensiveness. You can have the tail wagging the dog. You can go on, and see ghosts wherever you choose. The point is, it's not good for APC that they cannot get their house in order, so that Bayelsa now becomes the hammer and everything else is a nail. Okay? This is not about Bayelsa. As far as the Edo people are concerned, as far as I am concerned as an Edo citizen, okay, what matters to me is this guy doing what we need him to do to take us out of, relative darkness to light, okay? Somebody said to me this morning that he can hear the abundance of rain, the coming of rain, okay? And I see in this governor not the hurdle that is calling itself APC right now. I see for him, and the people, I can attest to that, see with him a bright tomorrow, a brighter tomorrow. That's something we say a lot in our state, okay? I don't think that APC and its internal machinations and whatever criteria it chooses to use should dictate whether our people move forward or not with a governor who clearly is taking us somewhere, okay? I think that the minority called a group within APC has fashioned itself into some form of a majority, okay? Whereas the true majority knows exactly what it wants.
The people.
Yeah, and I defy them. I defy them, neck for neck. Let's see who the people want. I defy them.
Okay. I need to take the last word from Mrs. Odigie Oyegun.
Thank you.
The last word in 30 seconds.
Well, here's our last word. And I'm very loosely representing the people of Edo State here, but confidently. Here's our last word. Where he goes, we go. Where he goes, we go.
Boom. Mrs. Julie Odigie Oyegun, an activist, and she says she represents loosely the people of Edo State.